pullover shirt after we had our takes. I wore a coat. How do I get to this parking?
Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing? 10:01. We're a minute late, but welcome to Hot Takes. How's everybody?
Hey, everyone.
Good morning.
Betty, you could just wave.
Oh, I hear you guys. I had to call in on my
All right.
cell phone.
All righty.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for waiting.
So sometimes we go around and we talk about weather at where we're at. Let's ask Kim how the weather is.
Hold on. Okay.
I can always find the silver lining. The silver lining is it's not 100 degrees, it's 73 degrees. But it is torrential rain. So welcome to South Florida, my friends.
It was 93 in Vegas yesterday.
Oh my
Dry
gosh.
as a bone. Dry as a bone.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be in the 90s in Philadelphia this week. So that's why I'm in South Florida.
Wow.
So interesting enough, Vegas has, I don't know what's going on with you guys in your neck of the woods, but no more restrictions. You can walk into a restaurant, a casino, full occupancy, no masks. It's odd, but I like it.
I'm with you. Yep. Minnesota lifted the mask mandate last week, like the day after, and I went into a hockey arena without a mask on, and I was doing the anybody watching, like, and it was great. It felt amazing.
Covering your face.
Yeah, like,
I have not had that experience. I actually just my first meeting today walked in and forgot my mask in the car, and as soon as I walked in and saw everybody wearing masks, I was like, "Oh, I forgot! I don't know how I forgot, but I forgot," and ran back out to my car to get it. But Florida is like slowly lifting, and certain retailers are lifting, but not all of them, which I think makes it worse because you have to kind of keep track of who is and who's not.
Right.
yeah.
Yep.
I will say I am happy that the airline hasn't lifted it yet, because I am a germaphobe and want to wear a mask forever on an airplane because that's where I always got sick. So I'll be that person a year from now who you look at and I'm still in my mask because I'm like totally good with not getting your disgusting germ as you cough all over me on an airplane.
I think
I like wearing it so nobody talks to me.
I like
That's
that
probably
one.
why I'll wear it. Yeah.
That's the best.
Kim, I picture you getting onto a plane with like the big hazmat gas mask, like with like breathing like.
When this all started, I was getting on a plane March 2nd. So it was like right before everything really blew up. And I actually posted a picture of Dwight from The Office in a hazmat suit. And I was like, here I am getting on a plane. And that was the last flight I took up until, a couple of weeks ago when I got back on an airplane.
That's awesome.
Let me ask, Kim, are we going to see your beautiful face or?
I just pulled over. So.
Oh, okay.
Hey!
If you couldn't do it, I wouldn't hold it against you. I was just asking because it's on. I'm watching us live here, and your voice is coming out of nowhere. So I'm wondering if we're confusing folks. Good stuff.
Per usual.
I gotta say though, I'm one last thing on the mask thing, and then we get started here. Like my daughter had a hockey game last night in a scrimmage, and it was like the first one after like some of the laws and rules have changed and stuff like that. Prior to, like at the end of the game, the teams would stand on the blue line and tap their sticks, like good game. And last night, the coaches looked at each other and said, "Go." And they went through the handshake line and did bumps on gloves. And my wife and I both like almost brought tears to my eyes. Like they were smiling, they were saying good game. Like, oh, it was so cool. So cool.
That's very cool. I like that.
I love that.
The clients that I were just with, we all agreed, everybody in the room, that like we feel it. I hope we're right. Like we're in the home stretch of this. So, fingers crossed.
I agree.
Right.
Agreed.
It's been exhausting, hasn't
Yes.
it? Like it's all been exhausting, like navigating it all. The world, and I don't think the world will ever go back to the way that it was, which is fine. There's positives that come out of everything.
Sure.
So hopefully we all found positives in the time that we got to spend, extra time we got to spend with our families, and my life certainly has changed drastically. So no complaints, but looking forward to moving forward.
Agreed.
Word.
Agreed.
I'm with you. Yep.
So who wants to
I
kick
can't
it
wait to
off
see
this
you guys
week?
and hug you.
I know, right?
I'll take that hug, Maddie.
Oh man, I'm giving all of the hugs. Every single person is getting a hug from me. I don't care who you are.
Maddie's gonna be hugging strangers.
I don't
Walking
care.
down the street
Yeah, I don't
hugging
care who you
strangers.
are. Yeah, I'm walking around like this.
You need a hug? You look like you need a hug.
Yeah, you look like you definitely need a hug.
Patty, I'll bring you to like one of my family parties, because we're huggers. So you can hug us all you want.
Good. I'm hugging and I'm doing the kiss on the cheek. I don't care. I might mouth kiss you too. It doesn't matter at this point.
Oh, Maddie.
All right.
I'm just kidding.
Only if it's you.
Yeah, only if it's me.
Love it. Who wants to kick off this week's questions?
I want to jump in. I'm going to utilize my question time for some fun stuff, since we're all laughing right now.
I love it.
So we always talk about snacks and food and blah blah blah, and I've been talking with my family. I want to put together a care package for you all. We're coming up with a list of things that are native to my home state and town. So we're going to work on that. But ironically, in our conversations this week, or last week, I believe it was, I've come across twice two things that we spoke about. So I present to you.
There it is. The Horehound.
Andy. I almost fell over when I found it in the store.
That's
So-
great.
Have you tried it?
I have not. I've had it sitting I think I bought it last Wednesday night, maybe even. I saw it and I was like, oh my God, I have to buy it. So it's been sitting, waiting. It
Pop
came
one
on
in
the
your
plane.
mouth.
Oh, wait. So last night at the airport, when I ran in to get something to drink, I came across.
Yeah, buddy.
You can't do that. You were
Yeah.
you were Team Twizzler.
I love it.
She's going to change teams after she eats that bag.
I don't know if I'm still, if I'm going to change or not, because if you didn't notice, I didn't open them. So just wanted to share with you that I'm venturing into the world of the unknown.
Red vines are so much better than Twizzlers. You're in
love
for a
it.
treat. You're in for a treat.
And
I agree.
Horehound. But wait, next to my
Horehound.
Horehound, I found these.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
From the same brand.
Hey, they're
Oh my
candies.
gosh.
1919. Have you ever heard of it? Is this like a brand you know of your Horehound herb?
That's the Horehound brand.
Guys,
Yeah,
did I miss a conversation? Should I know what whorehounds are?
Oh, yeah, you were in your meeting.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
You
yeah.
weren't here for that.
I mean, I like
It's
thinking, hey,
to
whorehounds is cool.
soothe the throat. Yeah.
Ah,
I have a feeling they're going to be disgusting.
Yeah, they're not good. But Do a live taste test. Pop one in your mouth. I want to see
Do an
it.
unboxing.
Yeah, come on camera.
Yeah, do an unboxing.
Do an
Let's go.
unboxing.
I can't because I have to hold the camera with one.
Kim, use your mouth. Just hold it. Just rip that bag
Yeah.
open.
Rip that thing open like a sailor and come on.
Give me 1 second. Here, I'll see what I can do.
Oh, she's really gonna do it.
Well, she's
I'm
she's
living
doing
for
that.
this.
Well, she's that's great. While she's doing that, I had a similar thing. Last week I had to run to Walmart to pick up something quick, and I'm walking down the aisle, and I kid you not, pallet of Twizzlers, pallet of Red Vines right next to each other. And I was like,
Which one was more empty? Who was out selling who?
They looked equal, but I was like, this
Yeah,
is legit.
yeah.
This is even a feud in Walmart. Like,
So is it supposed to look like a tiny little like cat turd?
oh,
Yeah.
No, that looked old. I wouldn't
No,
need it.
that's what it's supposed to look like. It looks like a root beer barrel, but it does not taste like one.
But it has like
I'll count you
sugar on
down.
the outside of it.
How
Here we
much
go.
you want to bet this is coming out? This is coming out of
3,
her mouth in a few seconds.
2, 1.
She's not. She's learning to love it.
It doesn't. Wait for it.
All right. Well, we get no reaction, so there's that.
She's like,
is it like hard candy or chewable?
Yeah. It's hard candy, and I have to tell you, so far, first instinct, all it tastes like is sugar, and that's probably because it's coated with sugar on the outside.
Oh God, it's gonna get worse.
Yeah, so let's just see where this takes me. I think it's going to be like the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop. At some point, if I gag, just ignore me.
yeah, we won't
That's
judge
great.
you.
That's
I
great.
can't believe you picked up a bag of those. That is so funny.
I can't believe I
Okay.
sold them.
It's weird.
I
Talk
I
about
like
things
that
when they
idea,
just show
though.
up.
I like that idea, Kim. I think the 4 of us should put together a little unboxing of local goodies and send it to each other.
I agree.
Yeah.
And do like a taste test episode.
Let's do that in the next few weeks. I like that idea. Let's start gathering stuff.
Yes, I love it. Coming soon.
I'm in.
The one thing
I'm
that
in.
we were discussing, though, the thing that's most disappointing is all of the things that I think of as kind of like Philadelphia specific. So many of them have been bought out by like the major manufacturers, and they change the recipes, and they're not the same. Like Tasty Cakes used to, you only be able to get Tasty Cakes in Philadelphia, and now you can get them, I think, everywhere, and they're not the same. They're not as good as they were when I was a kid. So I'll send you a box of things that I feel like are very local specific, but you have to kind of take it with a grain of salt that, they may not be exactly as they were as a child, back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth. Okay. So check in with me as I eat this thing. It's getting worse.
We'll see your
All right.
face react. Yeah.
All right. Who's up next while she she tastes the Horehounds? Who's up next?
Maddie went first last week, so you want me to go first?
Do it, Chris.
All right, I'll go first this week. I got an industry question for everybody. So looking at, we've talked about all the retail brands that everybody are looking for, and we've talked about our offering with Alpha Broder and our offering with Primeline and how we're adding new things to it. My question to the group is, where do you think, or where would you like us to expand the offering in hard goods? So it could be specific to a product, it could be specific to a category. We have, correct me if I'm wrong, Gabriel, 16 categories.
17, but
17, close enough. One off.
Who's counting?
What?
I said, who's counting?
Yeah. So I'll start. Everybody or anybody listening to the call, I should say everybody, like we got thousands of viewers. Yeah. Columbia Drinkware is where we have kind of ventured on the Primeline side of the business, exclusive brand to us, vacuum sealed drinkware, really nice stuff. I would love to see us expand that line into possibly coolers or something along those lines. It's a well-known brand, fishing brand, outside, boating, coolers, beer, just makes sense. Or water, if you want water, fine. But that's where I would love to see. I would love to see an expansion there.
So 2 years ago, when we got Igloo water bottles in the line, there was talk of us looking at Igloo coolers as well. I don't know what happened with that, but hopefully that is a topic of conversation, because I agree, name brand coolers would be legit.
Yeah, I don't know if this is an expansion or if I just am obsessed with the ceramic coffee mugs, but I would just love more coffee mugs.
It's probably more of an
ceramic.
obsession.
Yeah, totally.
I think it's an obsession. I agree.
Yeah.
More mugs.
More mugs. I love them. The ceramic, the campfire mugs. Even if we could get like a big one, it's kind of like a bowl, but I think a bigger mug.
Bigger mug that's going to cost $10 to ship.
Fair. I would pay for it. I would order the big mug. Sit and eat your cereal out of it.
Oh, that's good. More mugs. I would like to see us expand. So we do bags. I've mentioned this to a few. We do bags very well. I think higher end, maybe even retail brands, but higher end, nicer bags, $30, $40 plus, really nice bags on the Primeline side. I would like to see us do higher end bags.
I was thinking the same thing. I was looking for, I think we all know I'm the bag lady, but I was looking on the Alpha Broder side and came across a backpacker tote bag that, is a plaid pattern, but it looked like something that I would like to carry in the winter time. And I thought to myself, well, that looks pretty high end. I've never actually seen it in person. But it kind of put me on that path of, I wish we had more of like a designer type of vibe in a bag. I'm getting asked more and more for high end, even gym like duffel bags, outside of what we offer. Yep. But the one category, and this is just me being more of the newbie to the hard goods space, the one category I think it's strange that we don't carry, and Eric's probably listening, and I'm sure there's a reason. I don't want to get yelled at, but it seems so simplistic, but it's lanyards. Like, people have come to me for lanyards, and I'm like, I feel like we make everything. I don't know why we don't have those. So
source abroad.
The lanyard space is fairly crowded, and there are some folks that actually dominate that space. We had a few lanyards some years ago. They obviously discontinued at this point, but just in my humble opinion, I think that's probably a crowded space that they don't want to get into.
That makes sense. That's why you're the expert and I'm the newbie.
Yeah.
Kim, I agree with you. I've thought that as well, but at the same time, I've also thought, I don't know if I can get jacked up about selling a lanyard.
So you just get another lanyard. This one's 22 inches.
So I like, on the same token, it's funny when I'm using one of our products and admittedly don't realize, like what it does. So I've been using, God, I'm not even going to know the style. I'm using this USB cord.
Oh, that's the light up your logo one.
Yeah, the light up. I don't know what the style number is though. I So I've been using it. I don't know if I can show it, but I had no idea that it lights up to your voice. And
Yes.
I plugged it in at night, and all night long it was like a strobe light. And I'm like, what is going on? And then got up and I unplugged, and then we realized it was going to sound, and it was night, in the middle of the night. And I'm like, were ghosts talking to it? Here it was picking up the sound of a clock across the room. So it was going tick, 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 and the thing was flashing. But anyway, one of my new favorites.
Very cool item. Very cool
That's a
item.
good one.
Yeah.
I'm with you. It took me like 2-3 weeks. Like I was like, I don't know how this lights up. It lights up all the time. I can't figure it out. And then I was staring at it like consistently, like talking to my kid. I was like, yeah, I don't know why it lights up. See, it's lighting up right now. See, now it's not. But now it is. Like I was like, wait a minute.
And then the light bulb goes off. I know, I was right there with you, Chris and Kim.
Awesome.
I like it.
All
So Eric, product team, we've got great ideas. Let's go.
Look to hot takes for the new ideas. All right, who's up? Screw it, I'll go. All right, I'm going to come out of the industry. So yesterday was my youngest daughter's 15th birthday. My goodness. I have two girls in their 20s and I have a 15-year-old, and 3 more years and I don't know, we're done. But you know, it took me back when I turned 15, many years ago. And my question is, give me your most memorable birthday. All these years, give me your most memorable birthday. And if you know why, hopefully you know why. Let me know. Let me know. I'll go while you guys think about it. So interesting enough, while my daughter's, it was my daughter's 15th birthday, and it did take me back to a lot of birthdays growing up. You know, birthdays were like Christmas, right? When it was your birthday when you were a kid, it was like, you wake up and it's like, this is the day. I'm going to get stuff and I'm going to eat cake and people are going to, you know, look my way. You didn't have to do chores. Remember not doing chores? I don't know if that was the rule in your household, but you didn't have to clean anything up. So you'd sit back and you'd laugh at your brothers and sisters while they're vacuuming and washing dishes. But my most memorable birthday was my 40th birthday. 40 years. I thought it was going to be rough. You know, you're turning 40, Maddie. You're many years away from feeling this way. But you think it's you know, it's the end of the road. I'm 40. You know, it's downhill from here. But you know, it was memorable because you're only as old as you feel, right? That's what they say. And when I got to 40, I'm like, you know, I've never felt better. I've never had better people around me. It was just an all around really good day. And I felt like there was still a lot of life in front of me. You know, and when you're growing up, you don't feel that way. 40 is as old as can be, right? When you're in your teens, you're like, 40? I may never get there. But so my 40th birthday was my most memorable birthday. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say about that.
I was much younger. The birthday that I'm thinking of, I was 5. And if my mom's listening, she'll definitely correct me. But my birthday's right around Halloween. It's 3 days before Halloween. And I would always have costume parties. And this year I was dressing up as Cinderella. And my mom was, you know, fixing my costume. She was making it more sparkly because I wanted it to be more sparkly. So she hand glued sequins by hand, like one sequin by one sequin on this dress. So I was a sparkly Cinderella. The day of the party comes, all of my friends are coming, and I threw this tantrum because she ruined my dress. And I was a miserable brat this day. She ruined my dress. I didn't want anybody coming. All of my friends came, and I just said, send them home. I don't want them here. I was being so bad and so ungrateful to my poor mother. And we had the Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz coming, and he was kind of like the Santa Claus, and you would sit on his lap, and like he was supposed to be there to entertain the kids. Meanwhile, this Scarecrow looked like he was from like a horror movie, and every single kid was afraid of him except for me. And I'm over here sitting on his lap smiling while everybody is just in this horror. And that's what I wanted for my birthday. I wanted everybody to be as miserable as I was because I didn't want anybody around. But I just remember that my mom went to lengths to make sure that I had a great birthday party, and I was such a jerk. So I'm very sorry for being a jerk, Mom, but that was one of my most memorable birthdays.
In your whole story, the only thing I'm picturing is you at 5 years old sending people away. Send them away.
Yeah.
Send them away.
Yeah,
I don't want to see them. 5 years old.
I was pissed that they were there. So mad. And the scarecrow was just like sitting there. He was really scary, and everyone was like screaming and hiding behind their parents. And I was just like, this is great. This is what I wanted. Terrible.
Funny.
Tim, you want to go or me?
Go for it.
Okay. One of my most memorable birthdays, I think I was 9 or 10. I don't exactly remember which, but when I was a kid in our house on your birthday, you get to pick where we go to dinner that night. And my daughter, funny, Gabriel, you mentioned this, my daughter just turned 12 last Friday, and she's my oldest. And we said, hey, where do you want to go? And she goes, Red Lobster. She loves popcorn shrimp. And like when I was growing up, we didn't have a Red Lobster close. It was like 2 hours away. And I was obsessed, still am today, with Cheddar Bay biscuits. And my parents on my 9th or 10th birthday, I think my birthday was a Friday that year. They picked me up after school on Thursday, got me in the car. We started driving, and I was like in the back seat. I was like, where are we going? Like, I don't know where we're going here. And we got on the highway and started heading east to eastern Wisconsin, Green Bay, Appleton area. And I was like, what's going on? Like, my birthday's tomorrow. Are we doing something? And I looked over the back seat, and there were bags packed. They picked me up. We were going to Green Bay, Appleton to stay in a hotel for the night and go to Red Lobster so I could get my Cheddar Bay biscuits. And I was notorious for asking the waitress to bring like a full basket right before we left so I could take them home with me.
I love it.
I
will
love
never
that.
forget that. I will never forget that.
Wow.
That's
Well,
awesome.
That's so cool.
like I don't know, two birthdays popped into my mind. One was my 40th as well, because my
Yeah.
family and I went to Italy and toured the country, so that was pretty spectacular. Um,
All right.
on my third and originally my 13th birthday, my dad, we were from the Philadelphia area. My dad was born in New York and grew up in North Jersey, and we spent a lot of time going into New York City as kids, and then as an adult I spent a ton of time there in Long Island. And anyway, so my 13th birthday, he decided he was taking me and a group of my girlfriends to the city for the day, and we did it up. We went to the top of the World Trade Center. We went to the Empire State Building. We went and had lunch at the Hard Rock. All the cool things that a 13-year-old wants to do. And we ran around Trump Plaza, running up and down the escalators, and there's all these people looking at us like, and we were well behaved for the most part, but I remember my mom being mortified about that. But anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. My dad loaded us all up, me and my little group of rowdy 13-year-old girlfriends, and we went to Manhattan for the day. So those two things, and for whatever reason, those two birthdays popped into my mind right away.
Nice.
Not maybe as exciting as Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Seriously.
So tasty.
Buy those in the store and make them at home.
Yes, we buy them regularly. They still don't taste the same though. They don't.
They don't. I think I've only eaten at a Red Lobster once or twice in my life.
Me too. Once.
You're
Yeah.
missing out. You're missing out. You don't know.
Valentine's Day, 1997. I actually remember. True story. I took Kelly, my future wife, there.
That was the same
other
year as my
funny-
5th birthday, Gabe.
Oh, well, there you go.
the other funny thing about that is my daughter on Friday, we went to Red Lobster and we brought home a whole bag of Cheddar Bay biscuits. You think I got one of those biscuits? No. She ate them all.
Go there
Didn't
this
even leave
weekend.
Dad one.
I want one of these. I want one of these famous biscuits.
I know, now I'm like craving one.
I think it's ironic that they're known more for their biscuits than they are for their seafood.
Yeah,
Is there any
that's a
lobster
good
there?
point.
Can I get some lobster? Is there good lobster? 'Cause that's what I want at the Red Lobster. All right, Maddie, you're up.
Okay. My question, actually, it kind of stems.
Give up.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I can't remember what I did 2 minutes ago, let alone who's asked questions already.
One of those two are up for
Wait.
questions.
Okay. So,
It's
Kim,
all
do you
about-
care if I steal the thunder here? Mine's, it'll be an easy
Like,
question.
what's candy?
This comes kind of from a conversation that I had with a customer yesterday. She was saying how she has this customer, and anytime something is decorated, the customer will examine it with like a microscope. And even if there's like a little squiggle or like a little dot that's filled in or not filled in, the customer like loses her mind. So, and I'll explain more later. But my question to you guys is, what is your favorite number and why? And my favorite number is 21, and I will explain why. When I played softball, my dad used to print the jerseys for us. And my favorite baseball player was Barry Bonds, and I wanted number 25. He brings home the jerseys, and I look at the number 25, and there's a little squiggle on the top of the 5. And I'm like, oh, I'm not wearing that jersey. I can't wear that 25 jersey because the 5 was all messed up. So then I was like, I guess Roberto Clemente was okay. So then I picked the number 21. And ever since that point, I was like 6 or 7 years old, 21 has been my favorite number. So there's no really rhyme or reason behind it other than I didn't want to wear a jersey that was all screwed up. So I feel all of our customers' pain. And every time it makes me think how I got to my favorite number. So what are your guys' favorite numbers and why?
favorite number.
Yeah.
That's easy. 24.
Everybody's
24?
got a number.
20,
Everybody's got a
24,
number.
yeah. So my 2 older daughters were both born on the 24th, and Kobe Bryant, his number when he retired was 24, and those 3 numbers. That's my number. Roulette. If I have, whatever I would, if I have to pick a number between 1 and 100, 24 is the number. Always.
But yours is because of your daughter's birthday.
Originally, yes, absolutely, because 2 of them were both born on the 24th. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Love that.
Mine is sports related, 100%. Mine's 14. I will always 1-4. Doesn't matter. Same with you, Gabriel. Roulette wheel. It's going on 14.
Right.
Coincidence enough, my oldest daughter was born on May 14th, so that
There you
works
go.
out great.
There you go.
And I think I've got her convinced 14 is the best number because she uses that number now, so it's perfect.
Aw.
Chris, was your
It's
number
Cheddar Bay
14?
biscuits.
Yeah, my
your
number was
before she was
14.
born?
all sports. I had the 14 on my chain for basketball back in the day, like all of those things. 14's always been the number.
So when your wife was about to give birth and she was about to go into labor on the 13th, did you tell her to hold off?
Hold on, baby.
Hold it in.
Come on.
Hold it in.
Hold off.
You only have 24 more hours. You can do it.
Yep. Worked out perfect. I'll never forget her birthday, ever.
I got nothing. 7.
You got nothing.
No reason. 7. Number
No
7.
reason.
No reason. Sorry. 7. Wah, wah.
Lucky 7.
Wow. All right. 7. We'll give you 7.
I've got no story.
There's an old picture of my dad in a football jersey wearing number 21. And he had a huge afro, and I'm pretty sure he was in high school, and I'm trying to find the picture to show you guys, but I
Wow.
had no idea that he wore the number 21.
You
if I
find a
find it,
picture with
I'll
your dad
interrupt
with
you.
an afro. I will pay for that picture. My goodness.
Oh, all right. Hold on. I'm gonna do some digging here.
I like it. I like it.
All right. What I want to
so-
go through. Go ahead, Kim. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, you asked your question, or was your question along the lines of those food?
I was going to ask what y'all are wearing today.
Oh, there it is. Teeing up the PSA product spotlight announcement. Rocking the Bella canvas, fast fashion, suede, full zip hoodie. Bringing me back to my, urban days in central Wisconsin.
Urban. I love
Look at you.
it.
I'm in the 6682, the tank top, the high neck racerback tank top. Best workout tank top you will ever wear. Have it in every single color.
I've got the 3650 on. Not as well known as the 3600, but this is the blend. Nice, soft, extremely comfortable shirt. Probably my favorite that they carry. I love the way it feels against the skin.
There's no undershirt under that one.
There is no undershirt under this
No
one.
undershirt.
Absolutely not. Good to go.
I'm wearing a piece from the Flowy collection. Super comfortable. And it is just a great fit. I think that Bella is making a really large push to get the word out that their product fits everybody. They have a category for everybody. So my testament to that is that, it's a nice fitting shirt and it's extremely comfortable, even here in South Florida. So
Love
Bella,
the flow.
I love Bella. They're one of our I want to be politically correct. They're a great partnership with us, aren't they? I think you would all agree. They do some of the best
Yes.
sales rep in unboxing experiences for us, to get us samples, to get us to wear and to sell their product. And they're really a great example of how we should all be in this industry. And they're coming out with cool technology too. I just read yesterday, I believe, that Bella has a new app out in the marketplace.
Industry's first app.
Yep.
Is that what they called it? Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
Easier at your fingertips,
cool.
marketing, all kinds of info. Like they are the groundbreakers. Like they are the leader in that marketing space. Check them out. We carry the entire line, alphabroder.com, partnered with Bella Canvas. We love them. Fantastic brand.
Shout out to Bella.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm OG question. I'm thinking.
OG question of the week by Kim.
I'm thinking.
Drum roll, please.
This is my favorite
Let me
segment.
I finished my Horehound. It wasn't bad. It wasn't as disgusting as I thought it would be.
How's your throat feel? You feel good, don't you?
I feel like I ate a bag of sugar, to be honest, which I don't know. I thought it was going to be more like a Ricola, or however you say them, the mouth, the cough drops that are herbal. That's what I thought it was going to be like. But it honestly I feel like I just ate a sugar cube with like maybe like an herb inside it or something. I don't know. But anyway, they're not horrible. But don't go by me.
Terrible.
I like black licorice. So.
yeah, you're out. You're out.
So my question is, what was your first car that was like your first car that you were like given to drive or were able to drive, and or like what was the first car you purchased yourself? So my first vehicle that I was able to drive was a Cadillac, a 1986 Cadillac Seville. The kind, if anybody knows caddies, it was the kind with the slant back trunk. Some of them had like a tire on, or mine didn't have a tire. It was like two-tone, big pimpin', I was the only one who was 16 in school who had a CD player in my car at that point. And it was my dad's old car, and he was getting a new one, and he was like, "Here, drive this." I could fit every one of my friends in it. We could lay on the hood of it, like top to bottom, have plenty of space. And so anyway, that was my big pimp, and that I was like known for. There's people to this day that I went to high school with who still talk about that caddy. So then when I turned 18, my dad was like, "Okay, give me my car back and go buy yourself a car." So I said, fine. And I took all my shekels that I had saved in the bank, and I came home with a Mustang 5.0, a used one. And yeah. And my mom, I think, was gonna die. And I was like, "Well, you told me to buy a car." So I went and bought the fastest car I could possibly find. And it was the best decision ever. I made a lot of fun memories in that car. And I didn't even know how to drive it when I bought it. I bought it with a stick, and I learned that day. My ex taught me how to drive my first. So those were my first car I drove was a Cadillac Seville, and the first car I ever bought on my own, Mustang 5.0.
Nice.
What do you guys got?
That's easy. That's easy. Mine was a 1984 Nissan Sentra, gray piece of crap. Back left door didn't open. From the inside, somebody had, or from the outside, you had to only open it from the inside, and no, the child locks were not on. I had that thing decked out with a Pioneer CD player in it and 12-inch subwoofers in the trunk.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was so ghetto, so
That's what
bad.
it sounds like. Chris bumping with the
I drove that thing into the ground. Loved it. And first car I purchased was a 1996 Chevy S10 pickup with a bench seat in it, bright red. I was a junior in high school. My dad was like, "You want a new car? You got to buy it. Here you go." And we went and bought that thing used, but paid for it. Drove Nikki around, went to the drive-ins out of the tailgate on it. I love that. Love that truck.
times. That's good. Maddie?
My first car, my
2012.
Maddie's like, I've yet to
No,
purchase
no,
my
no, no,
first
look.
car yet.
no, look, this was my first car.
Oh, look, she has
Shut up.
My parents got me a 2004 Mustang convertible.
Wow. Okay.
Rear wheel
Greg,
drive.
Seriously,
Yeah.
not a
big
good
drive.
start.
Yeah. It was the best car. I loved that car so much, and I miss it every single day. My mom and I actually went and picked my prom gown up. It was 50 degrees, and we had the top off and all the windows down with the heat blasting. It was not good in the snow. We used to have to put sandbags in the trunk so I could drive around in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. But, oh, God, it was the best car. It was the best car ever. That was my first car, and the first car I bought was a little red Mercedes coupe that I totaled. But it was bright red, and it was fast, and
Totaled it.
totaled it. But I was only going 35 miles an hour. That was the car that I totaled driving to Scranton. Bad luck in Scranton, guys. Bad luck. But, man, I love my Mustang.
First car I had access to was my sister's. I would be surprised if any of you have even heard of this car, a Dodge Omni.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay, and it was gold. We called it the bronze bullet. And when my sister owned it, someone tried to steal it, and they ripped off the ignition. And the mechanic who fixed it, he turned it into a push button start. The problem was anybody could get in and push the button and start the car. So you had to know it to steal it. But it was really cool. I had one of the first push button start cars, 1986 Dodge Omni, bronze bullet.
Wow.
Yeah, I beat
So cool.
the heck out of that car. My sister was always mad at me when I would bring it home. Gas tank empty, extra dent on it. But the first car that I was able to purchase was a 1987 black Camaro RS Valley Sport. So we could have gone head up, Kim, you and me. I was always looking for chump stings to race.
Yeah, racing for pink.
I'm all about it. I went through some tires back in the day.
Look at that. I love it.
You guys have way better cars than I do.
I remember I took all of my, back in the day, you used to get savings bonds as a baby and as a kid, and that's what I used. I took all of my savings bonds and cashed them in and bought myself my Mustang. And I look back and I wish I would have kept that car. I mean, it was beaten, it had a billion miles on it when I was done, but I wish I would have kept it because I would love to keep driving that around racing people.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Good
Nice.
question.
Great question.
OG.
I would have never thought of that. I love
Love that.
reminiscing over old vehicles.
Love it.
Let's before we go, let's do a little giveaway like I promised on Facebook. This is our Hot Takes Party of 4 mug. This is our Showtime mug from Primeline. Anybody listening out there, if you can tell us what brand was the product spotlight today, type it in the chat. We'll send one your way. Might have been few cheats there, little hints. But another great episode, guys. I mean, what episode 15 this was? This was 15? 1-5.
That's right.
Getting older.
Here we are.
Marching down. Oh,
we're gonna be legal
Brookie
in 6 weeks.
Mastro. We're gonna be what?
Making me so
Legal.
proud.
We're gonna be legal in 6 weeks. Great.
We'll have our
That's
permits.
great.
Yeah.
So until then, this has been another episode of Hot Takes Party of 4. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you next week.
See you guys.
Bye.